My name is Donna Looney McGlynn. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia.
And who are you supporting in the election on Tuesday?
I'm supporting and will vote for Hillary Rodham Clinton.
And why is that?
She's the most qualified, she's the most experienced, she's the most respected internationally, she's the most knowledgeable, and she's ready to do the job.
And what do you think of Mr. Trump?
Um, I don't think that he has any place to be where he is now. I'm sorry that there's not another great Republican who could have run against her and had a very intellectual and worthwhile discussion and election and competition. I appreciate the people that support him. I appreciate that they are enticed by the things that he says, but he doesn't have their interests at heart. He has his own interests at heart.
Carlisle Lee Morgan. I live in Richmond, Virginia. I'll be voting Republican this year for Donald Trump.
And why is that? What are your reasons?
I am not fully hopeful about what many of the things that he has said and what he may do, but I have to look at the opposite end, and I have to look at Hillary Clinton, who has a very poor record. He has a bad temperament. She has very bad judgment. I do not trust her honesty. I think that she has done many things that are totally dishonest. I think that, frankly, she should not be running. I think that there are far more honest people in her than her and her party. She has poor judgment. He has limited judgment, and he has not connected with his own party, which is very bad. We have two candidates, of which he is the better of the two. I'm voting for Trump because he's the last standing candidate who represents something, if not always in the best way, at least he represents something.
I was raised that it's a civic duty to vote, and we really need to vote. And so it really just, to me, comes down to voting for the party or the individual that you believe is going to, do less damage to the country than the other. And I know that there's probably a lot of people that would never believe that Donald Trump would do less damage than Hillary Clinton, but that's kind of the conclusion I've come to. And so for me, I will vote. I think that if I voted for a third party, there are some really good candidates out there in third party, but they're so small that it's almost like throwing your vote away. So I think for me, this has come down to voting against Hillary Clinton rather than for Donald Trump. Does that make sense?
I'm Ray Anderson. I'm from Buckingham, Virginia.
And who are you voting for in the election?
I'm voting for candidate Johnson
And why is that?
because he's a alternative choice to the Democrat and Republican candidates. And I like him a lot better than I do the two that are running.
And what's wrong with the other two that are running?
Well, I think both of them are out of touch, and I think both of them have a lot of skeletons in their closet.
I'm going to vote for Trump. The comments that he's made, well, he's saying things that people are scared to say and are now encompassing in this, and I agree with that. I really think that he's going to, bring everything together. I really do. I trust his judgment. I'm a former veteran, and she killed a lot of my friends, I think. And that's, I agree with his the way he talks.